everyone. Welcome to the last Phase 4 webinar this month. We're ending off on a great note by covering reporting and analytics. I'm Morgan Volta, a client success manager here at Tracker. Many of you already know me or work with me directly, so thank you again for attending today. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, please feel free to enter it in the chat. Any that I don't get to, please reach out to your client success manager directly or our client support email. With that said, I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. Again, today we're covering reporting and analytics. And the first thing I want to show you guys is the placement lifecycle. So first, you may need to add this to your layout designer. That can be done under Tools and Settings, clicking into the Customization tab and selecting Layout Designer. Once you get into the Layout Designer, make sure you're editing the right layout. Some of you may have multiple listed here. And then go ahead and select the job record or the placement record for the placement lifecycle. And as you scroll down, you'll notice that in your available record blocks, you will see this option for placement lifecycle. All you'll need to do is drag it over to the correct tab that you'd like to view it in. Once that's done, you can hop into any job record in Tracker. And so before this new feature, you could see all of the steps the job was taking from start to finish with the job lifecycle section. So you can see that at the bottom of my screen here, we've got our job lifecycle. Now we've added an option for a placement lifecycle. So once you have that included in your layout designer, you can click into your shortlist and open up a candidate record. And once the placement record opens, you can click into whatever tab you added the placement lifecycle to. And this is where you can view all of the steps the candidate is taking from within their placement record. Basically, it's going to present an overview of the velocity of placements within a job, with each section here having a time frame to show how quickly this placement moved through each of the shortlist lifecycle stages. So you can see this candidate had quite a thorough process, but it's a pretty neat tool to view if you're trying to see how long it takes from start to finish in terms of the job. The next new feature I want to talk to you guys about, again, has to do with the placement record. As you know, when you guys create a new candidate in the system, they're given a new source or candidate source. Now what we have added is a placement record source field as well. So if you click into your placement details here, you'll notice that you now have this placement source field as an option. So you can see all of our other sources that could be listed out here. You can add or remove those sources as needed. And as you are running a search through your long list, or if a candidate applies to a job through your website or a job board, they will have a different placement source to show you exactly where that candidate came from within a particular job. So again, this will be a great field for reporting and keeping track of where your candidates are coming from. The next section I want to talk to you guys about is called Big Screens. I'm sure some of you are already using this, but it's a pretty great tool if you have different TVs in the office and you want to be able to focus on specific KPIs or targets for a department or a team. So for example, if you wanted to show your sales team versus the recruiter team stats on different TVs in your office, you could use big screens to accomplish that. So the first step is going to be adding a dashboard or some sort of KPI target to your dashboard. So for example, many of you already know how to create dashboards, but for those of you that don't, just feel free to reach out to your client success manager again or your client support team email. But first, you'll want to go ahead and create this dashboard, add whatever KPIs or stats that you want to display on the TV screen. And then once you've created it, go ahead and click into Tools and Settings. And under the Collaboration tab here on the left-hand side, you'll see an option for big screens. Again, if you don't see this option here, you may need to have it added to your system, and your admin or your client support team can assist you with that. So if you go ahead and click onto big screens, you'll see this option to add a new big screen at the bottom. So again, if you have multiple TVs in your office, you can display different types of data on each TV just by copying and pasting this URL here and putting it on whatever laptop or computer that connects to that TV. So for example, if you guys would like to see this big screen preview that I created for you, I'll copy and paste this link, and then I'll put in my tracker password. And then it'll show me a preview of what you would view on your TV screen as a big screen. So again, this can be super helpful if you want to show your recruiters the open jobs that they are currently assigned. I also have my big screen refreshing every 10 seconds. So that's why you guys just saw it kind of blip there. And then if I scroll down, I can also view my sales team's weekly activity. Again, you don't have to put multiple items on one screen. You can kind of separate it out so it's only one item on each. It's totally up to you how you kind of want to work this. Jumping back into Tracker, the next section I want to talk to you guys about today is reporting. Let me just jump into tools and settings really quick. And so the next section in reporting that we've added to our new features is being able to schedule reports. So to schedule a report, what you'll want to do is hover over your reporting tab here. And you guys may have already noticed that you have this new section here called scheduled reports. Makes sense? And then if we click into the scheduled reports option, basically what it's going to allow you to do is collate and schedule the email delivery of your favorite reports overnight at any point into any number of recipients and tracker. So far, I've seen a lot of clients use these scheduled reports to send user KPI activities to those users every Friday or on a weekly basis. It can be a really helpful tool if that's something that's of interest to you. To schedule a report out, you guys can use any type of report, so custom, tabled, or charted. And to access these, you'll just want to, again, hover over your reporting tab and hit scheduled reports. And then if you click into the schedule button here, you can change the report or the scheduled name, the report email format. So whether it's in the body of an email or as an attachment, you can select the delivery period. So if you want it to be daily, weekly, or monthly. And then the delivery frequency. So you could do it twice a week or as many times as you'd like to within a month. And then you would want to schedule the start date, which will always be some sort of future date in Tracker. Lastly, you'll have your list of recipients here. So anyone on your team that you might want to schedule this out for. And then you'll want to make sure that you add the report at the bottom of this screen. And once you've done that, I'll just show you guys what this looks like. You'll see that it'll show you every scheduled report that you guys have in the system and when it was last run in terms of date and time. You will notice that you only have the ability to schedule up to 10 different types of scheduled at once, but you can put an unlimited amount of reports in each scheduled report. Again, every user in your system gets 10, and then they can put as many reports as they'd like within that schedule. While we're on the topic of reports, one neat new feature that we've added for those of you that are pretty report heavy companies is being able to filter when searching your reports. So if we go back into our all reports section, if you guys have a lot of reports in your system, what you can do is actually use this filter at the top of your page and just type in the name of the report. And as you start typing, it'll start to filter out the rest of them and you'll be able to easily find what you're looking for. Simple but helpful change for you guys just to kind of make your workflow a little bit quicker. The last section I want to go over today is going to be the commission report. So let me jump back into my demo system here. All right. So in your reporting section, you guys will also have the ability to view the commission report. Let me just change this view here. Got lots of chats. All right, so under your reporting tab at the top of your screen, you guys may notice that there is a commission report option. So if you do not see this option in your screen, it may be because your user group doesn't have access to the user targets tools option. So again, if you don't see this in your reporting tab, you may just need to update your user group settings. If you have any questions about that or concerns, just feel free to reach out to your client success manager or our client support email. So once you click into this commission report option, you guys will see this new reporting tool pop up. So this can be a really great feature for you if you're trying to take advantage of measuring commissionable output. So for example, on the left-hand side here, it's a pretty straightforward report. You have 4 different options to kind of filter by. So if you want to make the commission be based on pure sales, you can choose jobs. If you're looking to base commission off of permanent fees, you would want to select fixed placements here. If you're looking to base commission off of timesheets or contracted positions in Tracker, you would want to include those timesheets. And then you also have the ability to include invoices. So if you guys use the invoicing tool in Tracker, again, this can be a super helpful tool to kind of add in there. And then over here on the right-hand side, you'll notice that we have a commission rates section. So in this section, you have the option to have a flat or banded rate. Flat meaning that you are able to have a single qualifying percent rate. Or if you use banded, that just means that the commission is going to increase over time. And then you can set those bands at the top here with different percentages as well. You can also add more if you guys have a pretty tiered process. And then down here at the bottom, you guys will notice that you can select the user for which the threshold is determining the amount that the user should earn before commission is paid. So for example, if I go ahead and select, let's say David Alonzo, and don't mind my strange custom range. This is just my demo account, so it's going to be a little bit funkier than what you guys will have to do, but I'm going to select January 2020 to December and hit apply. And then if I load my commission report, I can see the commission summary at the top here. So any jobs won, if I included perm placements, timesheets, or invoices. And then if you come down, you can view the commission details. So the specific job details of what jobs were won within that time span that I put in my custom range. And then at the very bottom, which is the most important part, is the timesheets approved section. So these are for those contracted positions and pretty much determines what this user is going to make on their commission. A couple of other things about this report that can be helpful. If you are looking to print the report or need to send it in a PDF form, you can scroll back at the top here and click this undock button. The undocking button will allow you to print, or you can save it as a PDF as you select print. Again, if you guys have any further questions about the commission report or how to kind of tailor it to your business, as I know all of you pretty much work different ways, just reach out to your client support team or your client success manager with those questions, and they can kind of help walk you through this report and the best ways that you can utilize it for your company. So with that said, I'm just going to take a look at any of the questions we might have so far. Um, can the big screen be shared without entering your password? Yes, that is correct. But to share it, you will need to put it to share on your TV screen, you will need to enter in your tracker password, yes, but you won't have to continuously enter it in once it's on that TV screen. Another question we have is I can't seem to find the placement lifecycle in my options. Angela, I would suggest reaching out to your client success manager or the client support email, and they can help get that added for you. Let's see if there's any other questions that we might have here. I don't think we have any other ones. If you guys think of anything else, just feel free to, again, send us your questions or comments by email or chat, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I look forward to some of these webinars in our future. Thank you.